Hello guys, Dylan here, and today we are doing a new series. That series being a spiritual successor to Chris Shan's Captain's Log videos. And as you can see, I have my little character on the screen right here. Hopefully he isn't too distracting. I know quite a few people on this channel didn't really like him the last time I tried to use him. Hopefully this is a more creative use of him. As you can tell, this is Chris Shan's old room. Someone on Twitter gave me this background, and I was happy to do some type of series with it. And that's pretty much all the fun we get to have today. Maybe later this week we'll have a more fun discussion, but today I'm going to be having a very serious talk because GiBi is at it again. So for those of you guys who've been paying attention to my videos, recently, I covered a girl named Isabella. Well, it turns out that Isabella has some connections with GiBi, and Isabella was giving GiBi information, and GiBi was covering this information. One of the things that GiBi did was he helped dox Isabella's friend, quote unquote. I don't know who'd want to be friends with this crazy bitch, but he helped dox Isabella's autistic friend. And there's a reason why I didn't even bring up the autistic friend's name yesterday. It's because I don't want to talk about her. The girl was manipulated to be in this situation to begin with. She has nothing to do with this. The minimum amount of times that I will mention her name is as much as I want to. She doesn't deserve to be doxxed. She doesn't deserve to be harassed. And now, thanks to Isabella, this girl is in a asylum. She's in a mental health establishment because she is having so much difficulties dealing with all the hatred she's getting. People are blowing up her phone. People are blowing up her social media. People are harassing her. And GiBi contributed to this. GiBi contributed to people harassing her because he made her phone number even more public on his now 50,000 sub channel. And this goes all the way back to what I called GiBi out on last year. Last year, if you followed my channel, GiBi got mixed up in MKR Night V. MKR Night V is a Chris Shan troll. Regardless what you want to say, they are a troll. They have admitted that they don't believe in the dimensional merge. They only pretended to believe in it to get close to Chris, and even backstabbed Chris when it was convenient to them. They are a white knight, a ween, a troll, whatever you want to call them. They manipulated Chris for a long time to get close to him and to slight Jacob Sockness. And GiBi still has issues with Jacob Sockness. Basically, these people were building up their own little clique, and they were getting other Chris Shan YouTubers involved. A couple of the Chris Shan YouTubers who were involved with Smokey Chris, if any of you guys remember him, and GiBi. They tried to get me involved, and I told them no. And then I helped a few other people expose them for the things that they were doing. And eventually their whole little Discord server fell apart. They made another one, so it doesn't really matter. But it put a lot of heat on them, so they weren't able to do their shady business as covertly as they wanted to. Well, GiBi is now helping yet again another troll. This time, Isabel. And he has been spreading some of the shit that she has been telling him to spread. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous shit because GiBi should really know better at this point. Like, I don't know what he does. I don't know why he is so quick to cover a story. I don't know why he can't just wait. I don't know why he has to be the first one to cover any Chris Shan story. He needs to sit back, do his research, and see where things are going before immediately covering this shit. And one of the big issues that I've had with him before, and I mentioned this in my last video I did on him, is that he spreads conspiracy theories. When you're doing news update videos, that is not the time to start sharing your conspiracy talk. That can spread misinformation and get a lot of people in trouble and hurt a lot of people and muddy the waters for everything that's going on. If you read the Kiwi Farms thread on Isabel, one of the things that they bring up is that people like GiBi make it really hard for them to do their research to actually bust this girl because they don't know what's true. Everything's being muddied because it's being spread through social media. And GiBi is a part of that. GiBi is a part of the people who is spreading this shit. And another thing that GiBi did recently that I haven't liked is he's been publishing every single audio leak. He's been publishing them all. Even though they're distorted, even though they're manipulated, GiBi's been putting them up on his channel, basically doing the trolls' bidding, helping out the trolls, helping get the trolls famous, which is what they always want to begin with. So talking to them and helping them out is not a good thing. Another thing that he did that was really fucked, and I don't agree with this at all. Now, I think we can all say that what happened to Barb is fucked. She's old. She can't consent. Even if you think Barb was a terrible person, you shouldn't want this type of shit to happen to her. And even if you are the most degenerate person around, I think if you watch Chris Chan's videos, you will see that Barb is out of it. She can't consent to anything. So when you think of this old lady who can't consent being taken advantage of by her son, it's not really comedic. Like, I've made fun of Chris for a lot of things, but I haven't made fun of Chris for this. And the reason why is because this is fucked. I've even been calling the authorities involved to try to give them information because I'm taking this as seriously as I can. Meanwhile, GiBi is posting thumbnails insinuating Chris having sex with his mom, and he knows that it was wrong because he removed the thumbnail. It's not up anymore. So he obviously realized what he did was wrong. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows that it can get him in trouble, but he does it anyway. He was even on Twitter saying that he had to delete his video because it showed one of the people involved's phone number, and that it was his fault for it happening. That type of stuff shouldn't happen. When you get presented with evidence, you should look it over. You should come to your own conclusions. You shouldn't just immediately publish it. This is how people get hurt, when you just immediately throw stuff out there. Another thing that he admitted to is that the audio that Bella gave him was probably tampered with. It sucks that it was up for days, and a lot of people were potentially misled because it took you that long to realize that. And I think the reason why GiBi fell for this is not because he's a troll. I don't think GiBi's a troll. I think that GiBi doesn't do his research. I think that GiBi will just believe shit that people tell him because he's gullible. And he's willing to work with these people because they're directly involved. And he doesn't think that they're going to manipulate him, or he thinks that he is above manipulation. This is the most positive take that I can have. I'm just really mad about the whole GiBi stuff in general, because GiBi is now a person with a massive platform. He is someone who a lot of people are looking to for reliable Christian information. And not only is he not providing reliable Christian information, he is also helping the people who are hurting Christian. So I advise you to think twice before supporting GiBi, because this isn't a new thing. I'll have videos linked in the description. I'll make a whole playlist dedicated to it. This is not a new thing. He has tried to troll Chris before when he wanted to get Chris on Dr. Phil. He helped out other Christian trolls before. He works with these people behind the scenes, and he's been called out on it and told to reform before, and chose not to. I hope that GiBi watches this video and doesn't write it off like he did my last video. And despite this video being a structural mess, I hope you guys found some type of entertainment from it. I hope you guys are informed about this. If you guys like this video format, comment down below and tell me that you like it. This is just going to be a little vlog series I'm going to be doing so I can get my opinions on Christian out there in a different format, because it's hard doing the Sonic and Sandy format for everything. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. And if you want to see more, then subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.